and no one knows where he was. So all this is hypothetics, we don't know. Yeah, but certainly there is this lady, this Ryan Eisler. He has some mistakes that were pointed out by another ecofeminist later on, but still there is something interesting. He speaks basing herself on the anthropological findings of Maria Gimbutas. She distinguishes between the religions of the sword and the religions of the Chalice, the Chalice. And the old Hebrew tradition was a religion of the sword, like the Indo-European religions, and all the Semitic religions were religions of the world, of the sword. And then Jesus brought a religion of the chalice, of communion. Communion means to live, to experience together the true condition of all of us and the true and the whole of reality. Yeah, communion is not communication. Yeah, which there is a separation and we communicate. I talk from here and you talk from there. Communion means that we are the same, we solve together, and it's to be together in that state. And that's what the chalice represents. So this didn't come from the Jewish tradition.
Also, I know Ramakrishna, who said he found traces of Jesus, which was called Isha, in upper monasteries of Himalaya.
Yes.
So
yes.
There are accounts.
In Ladakh.
Yeah, pretty weird. And there is also a cave of Saint Thomas, and there you have like a strange image of Jesus impregnated in the wall. Nobody knows how it got there because it's not painted, and it is Jesus' blessing from a lotus position. There are even some mystical Hindu Christian. They're not known actually. They're not like how to say mediatizați. They're not like into
that's in Goa, in southwestern India. That image you are talking about.
In southwestern, I don't remember that precisely, but yeah,
because St. Thomas is supposed to have gone there, and there is a church in Goa which is the Church of St. Thomas, and if I don't remember wrongly, it's there that.
The same case. Yeah. So there are like traces of him going to the east. God knows how far. God knows.
Yes.
Apparently even to Tibet and Nepal and all that region of Himalayas. Which actually gives a whole twist to the whole story, of course.
Of course.
But coming back to, I don't know, the establishment, I don't think they're very interested in spilling out the truth. I mean, because they would probably kill their taxes point blank. They'll say like, we just took your money for hundreds of years. So they will have to quit that, and I'm afraid they're too attached to that business.
There is also a theory according to which the famous, how you call it?
The shroud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was imprinted by attaining the body of light.
Very
but
possible.
There were some probes into that thing, into this, how you call it? Shroud, yeah. And I don't remember what they found actually.
No, it's funny enough because they took 3 samples, and one sample was deliberately, either the sample was deliberately destroyed by the Vatican people who were infiltrating and then they wanted to take another, like years later, because the Vatican didn't allow it anymore. Apparently the shroud, the material, the fabric is as old as it is spoken. But it was, how to say, some parts were added at one point, and it suffered mild fire too at one point in a monastery. But if you go to the story as back as you can, how to say, compared with other relics, looks like pretty authentic because it was protected in diverse monasteries in times of trouble. And in the medieval times it was not so popularized, so it became popularized when Vatican achieved full power, and they took it, so to speak, into the daylight and said, okay, let's expose it somehow. But it was not exposed in the medieval times, so it was not like a regular let's say, mambo jumbo, that because it was a period in medieval times you had like so much wood from the grass that you can make a forest out of it. You know? So it wasn't that sort of
a forest,
right.
maybe not so much, but a big bonfire, yeah. I think we can stop now. Getting late. Well, how do you program it until 10?
Yeah.
No, if you program until 10 and people are interested in continuing to talk, we can go until 10. But in that case, we should order one beer.
I will order for you.
Beer time?
Beer time.
A black one, like we...
Angelo.
Like last time?
Angelo.
Without yeast.
Okay. Number 6. It's good that you are not standing.
Am avut doi învățători aici, Hermes și Ciovian Turpa, deci materialismul spiritual și imediat în separat. Și Hermes, care studiază pe Magna Eugenă, mare, dar și deci mai fizice nu se poate. Bien sûr, oricum orice obiect servește scopul religiei. Dacă te uiți în budismul Theravada, scuză-mă, dar în budismul Theravada, dacă știi la ce mă la sud, au pantofi de-a lui Buddha, dinți de-a lui Buddha. Au exact ca religia.
It's just out of curiosity. Unfortunately, I don't know so much about the things that you
Can you talk a little louder?
Louder,
Because I
okay.
didn't have your realize many emotional depth.
Yeah, okay.
Where are you from?
De la sine înțeles.
Pitești, just Bucharest.
Aveam o
But I
gândire.
live in Bucharest.
But your English is very good.
Oh, thank you.
Better than most.
I use it for work a lot, so maybe that does the trick.
Okay.
Și avionul.
So, yeah, like I said, I don't know so much about the things that you have told us today.
Da.
Parts of it I've already read or heard,
Exact.
but most of it, especially the Tibetan
Noi tot am
terms,
spus în
were
aia.
very